This is Morning Routines with the I Love Success podcast. So I don't know if you want to share how your morning routines look like.
Yeah, sure. And it's true. I believe, I just heard someone say, I don't know, it could have been you that said it even, about the military guy who made his bed in the morning.
And what's I mean?
It was someone that's telling me about how this high-level general in the military was very successful with the special forces, blah, blah, blah. You know, in the military, and when I was there as well, you start the day off by making your bed. And making the bed is important. And he had this whole speech about why making your bed is so important. I don't make my bed, I'm not gonna lie. Because I agree with what he was saying, but one, I was in the military for 2, I don't wanna do it. And two, it's just I can't because Michelle's still in it when I wake up. So he was talking about how it sets your day by here's a task on my list, and now I've done it. So you start your day off with organization and completing a mission, and therefore you start the day off with success. As simple as it might seem, that's what you do, and that's what military is important, is organization, right? So a lot of times before, when I had Liam, those morning routines were out the window. You know, anyone that say that you can't be both a father and doing your morning routines. He would start. We had our morning routines, and they were just as important to me as the ones that I had before and now after him as well. But what we would do, I would take him in the morning. So usually wake up really early, and I would change his diaper, and then me and him would eat breakfast together.
What time is this usually?
6, 7 in the morning, and depending on him. Sometimes it was earlier than 6 in the morning, and sometimes I got some stuff done before he woke up. So I would wake up around 6. And eat breakfast, and then a lot of times, you know, I have privates at 7, 8. My day varies one day to the next, but the normal day, so to speak, where, you know, most people's days start at 8 or 9. Mine, so I start at 6, and now, so should I speak about now, Mary? That's my
You can share both.
So sometimes I have private training sessions, right? I'll have a private client coming in and have to do that at 6. Then everything else it changes around. Or if I have, like now I have a contract with a school in Santa Monica where I go out and teach. And because if I leave with that, I never had to deal with rush hour traffic in Los Angeles because I always set my own hours. But now the school starts at 8:15, so I have to be there at 8:15. It's not even 20 miles, and it takes an hour and 15 minutes. But if I leave at 6 a.m., I get there in 25 minutes. So what I'll do is I go up, I eat breakfast at a place, and then I work while I'm sitting there until school starts. So with Liam, we would wake up, you know, depending on him a little bit. If I was lucky, I got to train. Sometimes I had to miss training just because the morning session, you know, he wasn't ready. So I'd feed him. A lot of times we would FaceTime while we were eating. He loved FaceTiming with my parents or my brothers or friends back home. And then I play with him a little bit and hand him over to Michelle when I would go down train, or if I missed training, hand him over and I would start working. And now my routine is I wake up at 6. I wake up at 6 every day. Which is fairly early because I go to bed fairly late. I don't sleep. I never slept a lot, but now I sleep less than usual. And that's not...
When do you go to bed?
12, maybe. Or I usually fall asleep somewhere between 11:30 and 1. I have a sleep app, and I think they're good. They're fun to look at. I'm intrigued by sleep. You know, what's the best for humanity? Everyone's different. But now looking at my sleep app, I'm down to, you know, 52% as my average per night. So I don't sleep enough, which is not good for people in general, and especially not athletes, because we exert ourselves so much, so we need the recovery time. I try to get a nap in during the days, but very often that doesn't happen because I forget and I'm too busy. So I wake up. What I used to do before was I would spend maybe 20 to 30 minutes reading. It might be the news, it might be an article, it might be from a book. And then I would spend some time writing myself something, which is what I think works good, whether it be an article. Now it's on the book, obviously, and now I don't read, now I just write. I want to get back to reading. It's important, just as a coach or an instructor in martial arts as well. You got to continue training yourself. You can't just give. You got to take as well, and you should always look to grow. So I wake up, I start writing, I'll get some coffee, and I actually now lie in bed a lot of times, just because I can with my laptop, and I write in bed. And then I have about 2 hours usually, if I don't have any clients, and then I go down and train. And I'm lucky, I live above the gym, so I just go down and I train, get my training in. My first session off, and I train twice a day. And then my day starts. And then, again, as an entrepreneur and continuously trying to grow and push, my day is usually not over until 8, 9 at night. And then I don't have a TV, just eat, and, we spend time together, obviously, but that's it. But it's very true. And I agree, the morning routine is important, but it's not just the morning time. I think the morning time sets for the rest of the day. It's that you force yourself to be organized from the moment that you open your eyes.